You guys want a Yahoo?
Absolutely.
Oh, God. This one's going to be really tough to get through because it's sort of like, could God make an object that he couldn't move sort of thing? Like one of those quandaries that wraps in around it on itself like an MC Escher painting. Sent in by Spencer Lee Curtis. Thanks, Spencer. It's by Yahoo Answers user Melissa, who asks, my horse hates other horses. My horse is gentle and sweet, but his personality changes toward other horses. I feel absolutely awful when my horse tries to bite and scowl at horses walking by. He's kicked 2 horses at the barn I board at, and people are starting to refer to him as the crazy one. I don't feel like there's much I can do to make him stop other than negative reinforcement when it happens. He's generally polite, but turns into an ugly monster when faced with other horse. Any ideas? Thank you for reading. You're welcome.
Is it possible that your horse is actually a bear? And you're an idiot?
Good question.
Is it possible this horse is a bear and you're an idiot?
Better question. Is it possible that your horse thinks it's a bear, does not realize it's a horse?
Here's the only thing, though. I do not think kicking is a bear's game. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. It's important to note the horse thinks it's a bear, but it's never been around other bears or it knows nothing about bears.
Then why would
it just does what it thinks bears would do in a given situation.
It just heard the word bear once. And it's like, that sounds like something I could get into.
Because the owner kept writing it barebacked, and it was like, oh.
I get it.
So I've got a bareback. I'm a bear.
This is a horse that has chosen to live its life whenever possible as a bear. It's a fuzzy. And I think we should respect it.
Hold on. You're saying you just dropped a lot of concepts on me. And I need you to walk backwards.
That horse is born that way.
I need you to walk backwards.
That horse is born that way, and I respect it.
You're saying that you're saying that within the animal kingdom. Okay. You're saying that within the animal kingdom.
Take it as slow as you need to. I'll walk you through it.
Let's start just with the basic facts, I guess. This is a horse we're talking about.
Yeah, right.
The horse sees other genuses of animals in the animal kingdom. And
then it goes up to one of those genuses and makes a wish and says, make me a bear.
I wish I was a bear. Because it just seems like a pretty cool lifestyle. Like we've covered, being into the furry community is not all about sex.
Right.
So you're saying this horse
this horse wants to be a bear, so it acts like it thinks a bear would. It's important to know it's never come in contact with a bear, so this is all conjecture.
Yeah.
On this horse.
Does it wear a surprisingly expensive bear suit, like a tanuki suit?
Yeah,
no, it doesn't have money, Griffin. Don't be stupid.
Don't be an idiot. Horses can't get checks. What are you, silly? They can't.
That's an important part. Can I say that I'm a furry and then like show up to a furry con wearing like a t-shirt and jeans?
Yes. Furry's not about your bank account.
That's like if you were a king, you're still a king even if you're not wearing your crown and your cape. It's not about the accessories. It's about what you have inside.
Thank you, Travis. Yes, exactly like Travis said.
Okay, so if this horse wanted to be a dolphin, would he be a...
That would be a squeaky.
Okay. Is there one for every different animal, or are we just talking about the texture?
There's only one way to find out. Just keep asking.
If it wanted to be a scorpion.
That's a stingy.
Stingy.
If it wanted to... No, this is bullshit, because if I wanted to be a horse, then I think I would still be classified as a furry.
No, you would be everyone.
Beautiful sons of bitches.
I think
maybe that's it. Maybe the horse just realized that it will never be classified as the majestic one or the pretty one or the graceful one.
You're saying he's found his niche. And his niche
he was like, he's looking around and going, look at all of us.
He's being
we are all the majestic ones. We are all the pretty one. I'm going to be the fucking crazy one.
But that's the thing. If I've learned anything from any horse-based entertainment medium, it is that is the horse that you want to tame, and then it turns out to be the fucking dopest, fastest, best racingist.
Well, I think the difference is usually you look for like the stubborn one, the difficult one. You don't look for like the balls crazy one.
You don't look for the one that's going to try to eat your toes when you're not looking. That's not what Black Beauty was about.
Now, Black Beauty, I know that you just ate my baby, but god damn it, I'm going to ride you.
I'm going to break that animal spirit.
Horses can. This is an unpopular opinion, but horses can look kind of crazy When they open their lips up and show you those huge chompers and their eyes open wide, that is a scary, scary sight.
And I saw in the Pecos Bill cartoon, they do this thing like when they jump up in the air.
You just said 4 words that didn't sound like words. What were they?
The Pecos Bill cartoon.
Okay.
The horse jumps in the air and like all 4 of its feet leave the ground at the same time, and it kind of like curves its back, and it looks like a fucking crazy ass like horse show.
That's a cartoon, Travi.
No, but like they do it in real life too.
What if the horse, that weird horse face Griff was describing, what if that's their natural state? Like, and they just gussy it up for when humans are around.
The rest of the time they're working really hard to keep it together.
I can't let my lips do that weird thing.
It makes me look like the horse embodiment of a Robin Williams impersonation. That is what they look like, though. We're joking about this because we don't want to answer the fucking like hard question. We love horses so goddamn much. I think about them all day, especially in the shower.
I got to ride one on my honeymoon, and it was fucking glorious.
That's what I'm saying.
Know
Travis,
you? Was it familiar with you from your work?
It was. It was like, oh, you're the horse advocate, Travis McElroy. We've read so much about in our horse trades.
I'll make sure not to destroy your balls and dick with my crazy spine. I've only ridden a horse once, and it destroyed both my balls and my dick with its crazy, crazy spine. It was like riding that one Spinosaur. I think that was the dinosaur with the like crazy spine fin. Terrible for my situation. What were we talking about?
I've told you once, I told you 1,000 times that was a motorcycle, and you can say it was a dinosaur as many times as you want.
This horse is actively hurting other beautiful, perfect horses. What do we do about that?
Can you just sequester it?
What do you mean?
I mean, just like make it never see other horses again.
A life without looking at horses, you might as well send it to hell.
Oh, let me throw this out. Equus, blind it.
That's a terrible. You understand?
Well, no, then it can totally be around other horses, but don't worry.
Oh, it would
never
smell.
See them.
Oh, I smell a fucking.
Cut its nose off. Blind it, cut its nose off, pull its teeth out.
Oh God.
What are you talking about?
What? But then it still can ride it majestically.
You think any horse is going to look anything but disheveled and resentful after this procedure that you're
Sweet mask.
It's gonna hear the horses. You gotta cut those ears right off there.
Cut the ears off.
It's still gonna want to kick things, so those hooves gotta go. Mm-hmm. Come on, Torsey. Torsey, the torso horse. Touch him, and your wishes come true. I don't want to, Daddy. I don't want to touch him. Don't make me touch him. Come on.
Touch a goddamn
Packer's
horse.
got a hard game coming up. I need a win. Touch him. Touch Torsey. Your mom's not going to come back unless you touch Torsey for Daddy. Come on. Oh. Go ahead, child. Go ahead. How are you speaking to me? Your mouth is gone. I'm speaking to you through the Equestriverse. Touch me, child. It's the only way your mother's coming back to Daddy.
No, I think Travis should be forced to leave its ears on because I want it to hear the things that people say about it.
And that's to the pain.
I want him, when the children walk by and whisper, "Dear God, what is that thing?"
What is that?
I want them to be forever in its perfect ears.
Poor Torsey. It could probably still survive, right?
If you want to send us fan art of Torsey, just draw a bean. Draw a hairy bean. That'll
It still has most of its head.
It's still gonna need a brain up in there.
Draw a bean with a brain dangling off of it.
Don't get me wrong, horses' hearts are the biggest, most perfect, and wonderful hearts, capable of more love than every human in the world combined, but still needs some think meat in there to process.
Can we store the brain inside Torsey's torso behind glass like Krang?
Yes. Man, wouldn't that be great if they made Seabiscuit 2 with Torsey, and he still somehow, I guess he just like rolled really fast, and he won the big race.
Just got to give him something to chase. But he can't smell,
He can't
see,
smell,
or hear.
see, hear, move, live.
Just bang a
think.
gong in front of him and hope that the vibrations steer him the right way.
He would make a great bobsled, though. That's for goddamn sure.